Hey friends, David Bridgman here as we transition into summer. Too often, instead of enjoying the lazy days of summer, we enter the crazy days of summer where we get busier and more stressed and conflict ramps up. So I want to share with you a few insights about how we can retire from retaliation all summer long. Think for a moment about the handshakes in your life. Who do you shake hands with and how do you shake hands with them? There are any number of historic human handshakes. Let's consider the historic heavenly handshake that shook the world right side up. It's in the Bible in 2 Corinthians chapter 5. Let me read verse 19. God was in Christ reconciling the world to himself. Reconciling, not retaliating. To reconcile financially is to balance your spreadsheets. To reconcile relationally is to pardon and heal a broken relationship. And in Christ, heaven shook hands with a handshake of reconciliation. Now here's my big idea, and it's huge. Because God in Christ shook hands with me, I am able to shake hands with other people. So let me share with you 3 insights about how you can retire from retaliation this summer. Insight number 1, let's cut down the tree of bitterness. Back to 2 Corinthians chapter 5, it's verse 16. So we have stopped evaluating others from a human point of view. See, because God shook hands with me in Christ, I can now commit to see other people through new lenses, through God's eyes. That everyone is designed by God to become new in Christ. And you know what will counteract, if not eliminate, bitterness faster than anything else? It's serving other people. So let's get out there and serve. You can click the link and join with Jerome Church as we serve others. Here's my second insight, not just cutting down the tree of bitterness, but let's cut down the tree of let me fix you. The relationship flaw that's trying to download itself into your relational hard drive is that I'm supposed to fix other people. But verse 18 reads, God has given us this task of reconciling people to God. Notice that I reconcile people to God. I don't fix people to God. The only person I can fix, well, that's me. Not a spouse, not kids, not a boss. Now, you can probably think of other trees besides the tree of bitterness and the tree of let me fix you that need to be cut down in your life. That's why I want you to use the message discussion guide so you can go deeper with this story. Here's the third insight. I call it plant a tree of peace. It's verse 20 in 2 Corinthians chapter 5. So we are Christ's ambassadors. We speak for Christ when we plead, come back to God. Now, because God shook hands with me in Jesus, shouting God's love to me, I now commit to be on the sales team, brokering peace for God. You and I are ambassadors. That means we're sent and commissioned with one message. Come back to God. Come back to God. Now, friend, the power to retire from retaliation, it comes out from outside of you and me. It comes from Jesus, who is born to be the Prince of Peace. So pray this week using the worship Spotify songs because it'll send you deep and connect you to the power source, the Prince of Peace, who will shake hands with you and heal your heart. I'm so glad you're part of Jerome Church here online, and I look forward to seeing you right here next week.